This is the Washington Times front page for Thursday, November 20th, 2025. Thanks for joining us. I'm George Gerbo. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky met with his Turkish counterpart Recep Erdogan and is scheduled to meet with U.S. military leaders amid reports the Trump administration is quietly working with Russia to iron out a peace deal. Von Kocane reports the Ukrainian leader used the Wednesday meeting, which was held after an overnight Russian drone and missile attack in western Ukraine, to reinvigorate negotiations and to discuss whether Erdogan can assist Ukraine in achieving peace. Zelensky and Erdogan, in brief statements, expressed their commitment to finding a peaceful settlement to the war. Reports indicate the White House is collaborating with Moscow to finalize a 28-point peace plan for Ukraine. First reported by Axios, the plan would give Russia control of several parts of eastern Ukraine that it doesn't currently control, including Luhansk and Donetsk, in exchange for a U.S. security guarantee for Kyiv. The public is growing increasingly frustrated with congressional lawmakers profiting from the stock market, and a bipartisan House coalition may soon introduce limits on their trading activities. Susan Ferricchio reports pressure is mounting on Republicans and Democrats to enact legislation that restricts or prohibits lawmakers from owning stocks and other investments. At a House Administration Committee hearing, lawmakers denounced the appearance of insider trading by former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, former Senate Intelligence Committee Chairman Richard Burr, and others who have made lucrative stock transactions that appeared to be informed by their access to insider information while serving in Congress. The public overwhelmingly favors banning members of Congress from trading stocks. A 2023 University of Maryland poll found that 88% of Democrats, 87% of Republicans, and 81% of independents support a ban. President Trump insists foreign workers are needed to help train Americans to do jobs in the semiconductor chip industry. Mallory Wilson and Stephen Dinan report he acknowledged that his fondness for foreign assistance is earning him criticism from some in the MAGA movement who want fewer foreign guest workers. The president's views on highly skilled foreign workers have long been tricky for him. He's regularly emphasized the need for such workers, particularly those coming to the U.S. on the H-1B visa, even as his administration has tightened the program. A pattern of mystery drone incursions has become disturbingly familiar over the past few months across Europe. Guillaume Patak reports incidents in France are only the latest in a broader surge of mysterious drone activity over NATO territory. In recent months, German authorities have logged repeated air flights over Bramstein Air Base, arms factories, and even critical energy infrastructure. Although Russia has denied any involvement, many in Europe believe such incidents are part of a wider hybrid campaign waged by Russia against NATO countries. And finally, pro-life pregnancy centers have flourished since the Supreme Court's 2022 decision rejecting a nationwide right to an abortion. Valerie Richardson reports the number of new clients at those centers surpassed 1 million in 2024 for the first time, according to a new report by the conservative Charlotte Lozier Institute. Services at these centers include counseling, education, and medical procedures such as ultrasounds. Find all today's front page stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page or on the Washington Times app, and find us wherever you get your podcasts. You can also find us on social media at Wash Times for breaking news, sports, commentary, and more. The Washington Times, I'm George Gerbo.